This is VOA News. In Washington, I'm Jeff Custer. The leaders of Sudan's warring parties agreed to a one-day ceasefire that was set to begin late Tuesday. Al-Arabiya TV cited Lieutenant General Shams el-Din Kabbashi, a member of Sudan's ruling military council, as saying the military would honor the 24-hour ceasefire beginning at 6 p.m. local time. Separately, the leader of the rival paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, or RSF, General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, otherwise known as Hamadi, said on Twitter he had agreed to the ceasefire. The RSF leader said he approved the ceasefire after speaking by telephone to U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken. Blinken Monday called on both sides and urged them to halt fighting to permit delivery of humanitarian aid to those affected by the four-day-old conflict. As the ceasefire was being announced, officials with the International Red Cross and Red Crescent and the World Health Organization Tuesday urged Sudan's warring parties to guarantee humanitarian access for those in need, as the death toll in the fighting neared 200. Speaking from remote to a news briefing in Geneva, WHO spokesperson Margaret Harris said the fighting in the capital had made it unsafe for aid groups to operate in the capital.
Lack of the severe restriction on movement, because it's so dangerous for anybody to move anywhere, is making it so difficult for staff to actually get to the hospitals. And also, we have seen serious attacks on healthcare. We've documented 3, but we know of many more. Attacks on healthcare are a flagrant violation of humanitarian law and the right to health, and they must stop now.
The fighting broke out Saturday across the country between the Sudanese army and the RSF, derailing an internationally backed plan to shift to civilian rule after decades of autocracy and military control. This is VOA News. U.S. journalist Evan Gershkovich appeared in a Russian court Tuesday for an appeal hearing after his pre-trial detention as he faces Russian accusations of spying. The Wall Street Journal reporter stood with his arms folded inside a glass and metal enclosure at a Moscow city court as the judge reaffirmed the charges against him and denied him release on bail. U.S. Ambassador to Russia Lynn Tracy, who visited Gershkovich on Monday, was present at the courtroom Tuesday and told reporters afterwards he's being held unjustly and demanded his release. The court appearance comes a day after U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, read a statement signed by 40 nations calling the Wall Street Journal reporter's arrest an unjust effort to intimidate the media.
We note the widespread outcry from both Russia and international journalists in response to this recent arrest, including an open letter signed by dozens of prominent independent media figures from Russia that calls the case against them preposterous and unjust.
In an interview, billionaire Elon Musk said Monday he'll launch an artificial intelligence platform he calls Truth GPT to challenge a similar program from tech giants Microsoft and Google. Reuters correspondent Julian Satterthwaite reports.
ChatGPT is the artificial intelligence chatbot that has taken the tech world by storm. But Elon Musk isn't impressed. He says the Microsoft-backed product has been trained to lie. Now the Tesla billionaire plans his own rival. Musk says his will be called Truth GPT. Talking to Fox News, he said its mission would be to understand the nature of the universe. He thinks that will make it safer than rivals and less likely to go rogue and annihilate humankind. Musk has registered a firm called X.AI in Nevada. He's also been poaching researchers from Alphabet unit Google. Musk has previously called for more regulation of AI and backed a 6-month pause in further developments. He's criticized Google co-founder Larry Page for not taking safety seriously enough.
That was Reuters correspondent Julian Satterthwaite reporting. Russian President Vladimir Putin has visited command posts of the Kremlin's forces fighting in Ukraine for the second time in 2 months. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky made his latest trip to positions near the front line Tuesday. The visit sought to stiffen the resolve of soldiers as the war approaches its 14th month and as Kyiv readies a possible counteroffensive with Western-supplied weapons. U.S. Southwest Airlines temporarily grounded all U.S. flights Tuesday due to a technology problem, delaying more than 1,700 departures in affecting its stock price. The flights did resume a short time later. From Washington, I'm Jeff Custer. This is VOA News.
Hi, thank you for watching. I hope the videos are useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel using the button below.